Morning or good afternoon, fans. Big Al here on this Thursday, October 19th, 2023. And this is the first of 4 videos that I will be doing today. First, we're going to take a look, as always, with the 8. At number 2 is the Michigan Wolverines. 7-0 record, 1,492 points, 16 first place votes. They won big over Indiana 57, and this week they have to face their rivals, the Michigan State Spartans, in East Lansing. At number 3, with a 6-0 record and 1,393 points and 1 first place vote, is the Ohio State Buckeyes. They won 41-7 at Purdue, and this week they will host a huge game. And holding steady at number 4, with a 6-0 record and 1,388 points and 1 first place vote, are the Florida State Seminoles. They crushed Syracuse 41-3, and this week they will host the Duke Blue Devils. More on Duke landed in a little while. Up 2 spots to number 5, 6-0 record, 1,355 points and 2 first place votes, the Washington Huskies. They won 36-33 over the number 8 Oregon. I'll tell you where the Ducks fell this week in just a bit. Next up, they'll host the Arizona State Sun Devils. Down a spot to number 6, 6-0 record, 1,277 points. The Oklahoma Sooners, who were off last week, they're back in action this week, hosting UCF. Also down a spot to number 7, 6-0 record, 1,253 points. The Penn State Nittany Lions won 63-0 at home against Massachusetts. And this week they are off to the Horseshoe to battle number 3 Ohio State. Moving up 1 spot to number 8, 5-1 record, 1,098 points rather. The Texas Longhorns. They were off in 7, but they're back in action this week at Houston. Down 1 spot to number 9, 5-1 record, 1,034 points. The Oregon Ducks losing at number 7 Washington, or then number 7 Washington, 36-33. And this week they'll host Washington State. Up 2 spots to number 10, 6-0 record, 1,011 points. The North Carolina Tar Heels. They beat then 25th ranked Miami 41-31, and this week they'll host the Virginia Cavaliers. Holding steady at number 11, 6-1 record, 987 points. The Alabama Crimson Tide won a tight one with Arkansas, 24-21. This week they will host Tennessee. More on where the Vols landed shortly. Up 3 spots to number 12, 6-1 record, 834 points. The Oregon State Beavers. They won 36-24 at then 18th ranked UCLA. This week they are off. Holding steady at number 13, 5-1 record, 825 points. The Ole Miss Running Rebels. They had the bye last week, and this week they face off with the Auburn Tigers. Moving up 2 spots to number 14, 5-1 record, 695 points. The Utah Utes. They won 34-14 over California, and this week they are off to the Coliseum to face the USC Trojans. I'll tell you where they landed in just a little bit. Up 6 spots to number 15, or rather 6 spots to number 15. Yeah, that's right. The biggest jump in this week's AP poll, that's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 6-2 record, 664 points. They followed up that disappointing loss at Louisville with a 48-20 beatdown of then number 10 USC. Again, I'll tell you where the Trojans rank shortly. The Irish have the week off. Up 1 spot to number 16 are the Duke Blue Devils. 5-1 record, 893 points. Or rather, 5-1 record and 593 points. Sorry about that. They beat NC State 24-3, and this week they traveled to number 4 Florida State. Moving up 2 spots to number 17 are the Tennessee Volunteers. 5-1 record, 557 points. They won 20-13 at home over Texas A&M. They got a tough road test coming up at number 11 Alabama. The biggest drop in the AP poll goes to the USC Trojans, plummeting 8 spots to number 18. 6-1 record, 530 points. They lost at Notre Dame 48-20, and this week they'll host another ranked opponent, number 14 Utah. Up 3 spots to number 19, the LSU Tigers, 5-2 record, 493 points. They won big over Auburn 48-18, and this week they'll host Army in a non-conference game. The Missouri Tigers return to the AP poll at number 20. 6-1 record, 365 points. They won at then number 24 Kentucky 38-21, and they're back at home this week, home South Carolina. Dropping 7 spots to number 21 are the Louisville Cardinals. 6-1 record, 309 points. They lost at Pittsburgh 38-21, and they are off this week. The next 3 teams are new to the poll. Number 22 in particular is in the AP poll for the first time this year, and that's the Air Force Falcons. 6-0 record, 245 points. They won 34-27 against Wyoming, and this week they visit Navy. Returning to the AP poll at number 23 are the Tulane Green Wave. 5-1 record, 137 points. They won at Memphis 31-21, and this week they will host North Texas. Also returning to the poll at number 24 are the Iowa Hawkeyes. 6-1 record, 125 points. They won a defensive battle at Wisconsin 15-6, and this week they'll host Minnesota. And falling 7 spots this week to number 25, the UCLA Bruins. 4-2 record, 122 points, losing 36-24 at Oregon State, and this week their road trip continues at Stanford. Others receiving votes in the AP include James Madison with 70 points, Clemson with 35, Florida 12, Washington State 11, Fresno State 6, Liberty 5, Wyoming and Kentucky both with 4, Kansas with 2, and Miami, West Virginia, and Oklahoma State each getting 1 point. Falling from the rankings this week are Washington State, previously at number 19, Kansas, previously at number 23, Kentucky, previously at number 24, and Miami, previously at number 25. Now let's jump over to the AFCA coaches poll for week 8. And just like the AP, there is no change among the top 4, with Georgia remaining at number 1. 7-0 record, 1,590 points, and 58 first-place votes. Number 2 is Michigan, 7-0 record, 1,516 points, and 4 first-place votes. Number 3 is Ohio State, 6-0 record, 1,429 points, and 1 first-place vote. Number 4 is Florida State, 6-0 record, 1,390 points. Up 1 spot to number 5 is Washington, 6-0 record, 1,325 points. Down a spot and essentially trading places with the Huskies is Penn State at number 6, 6-0 record, 1,302 points. No change at number 7 with the Oklahoma Sooners, 6-0 record, 1,260 points, and 1 first-place vote. And then we've got a tie with Texas and Alabama, both at number 8. Texas is 5-1, Alabama is 6-1, and both teams have 1,078 points. Texas is up 3 spots from last week, while Alabama is 2 spots. Also up 2 spots to number 10, the North Carolina Tar Heels, 6-0 record, 1,038 points. Down 3 to number 11 is Oregon, 5-1 record, 989 points. Up 1 spot to 12 is Ole Miss, 5-1 record, 849 points. 13 is Oregon State, 6-1 record, 809 points. And again, they're up 1 spot. Up a couple to number 14 is Utah, 5-1 record, 704 points. Also up 2 spots to number 15 is Tennessee, 5-1 record, 663 points. Biggest drop in the coaches poll is USC, down 7 spots to 16. 6-1 record, 606 points. Up 1 spot to number 17 is Duke, 5-1 record, 590 points. Up 3 spots to number 18 is Notre Dame, 6-2 record, 572 points. Up 1 spot to number 19 is LSU, 5-2 record, 482 points. Jumping 5 spots to number 20 is Missouri, 6-1 record, 368 points. Dropping 6 spots to number 21 is Louisville, 6-1 record, 309 points. Air Force, Iowa, and Tulane are all new to the coaches poll. Air Force is at number 22, 6-0 record, 196 points. Iowa is number 23, 6-1 record, 192 points. And Tulane is number 24, 5-1 record, 112 points. Falling 3 spots to number 25 is UCLA, 4-2 record, 70 points. Others receiving votes include James Madison with 67 points, Clemson with 54, Florida with 29, Fresno State 21, Washington State 20, Arizona, the team Washington State lost to last week, they're getting 13 points. Then you've got Wyoming, Miami, and Oklahoma State each with 12 points. Maryland with 11, Kentucky 9, Liberty and Kansas State with 5 apiece, UNLV and Texas A&M at 4 apiece, West Virginia with 3, and Kansas and Memphis with 1. Dropping from the coaches poll this week are Washington State, previously number 19, Kentucky, previously number 23, and Kansas, previously number 24. And those are your college football rankings going into week 8. Stick around, because coming up next is a look at the week 8 college football television schedule and the announcers for every game. So join me for that here in just a few minutes. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching and enjoy the pigskin. Peace out.